I just deleted my Roblox account. This Roblox game is back after years. One of the best updates ever just got released and more wild news today. So if you're new here, please subscribe and let's get into it. And firstly, let's start with me deleting my Roblox account. And if you can probably see where I'm going with this, but I did actually delete my Roblox account. If you went and checked like player lookups and stuff like that, it would say my account was terminated and my value went down to 0, obviously because the account doesn't exist anymore. And if you went to search for me on Roblox too, I wouldn't pop up. You can search for my username and it wouldn't pop up. You can search for my display name and everything, and I was completely gone from the platform. And I think if you friended me on Roblox and checked the friends list, it was just the same thing as if anyone else gets their account deleted. It would just say like inactive and maybe like grayed out. So yeah, my account was fully gone from the Roblox platform and I deleted it. Why and what's going on? Well, as I said, you can probably see where I'm going with this. This also kind of tell you of Roblox's new feature being the account deletion and deactivation feature. Recently, Roblox released this feature where RTC tweeted out saying that Roblox now allows you to deactivate your account. And yeah, this is a new feature that just came out. If you go into your settings and scroll all the way down, you now have a deactivate account feature, and you can fully just deactivate your account. And the best way to show off this feature is to, delete my account, so I went ahead and did it. As you can see here, before it let me deactivate, I did have to put in my 2FA code. So I know there was some issues about security and some concerns, but you do have to have a code. And even if you don't have like 2FA code, it's not even that bad. As you guys can see here, after I did type my code and stuff, I did disappear from the platform and everything like that. However, it's fairly easy to get your account back. There's no like long process, you don't have to hit up support or anything like that. You click one button and your account's back. So it's not even that bad. I know when this feature first got like leaked, a lot of people were freaking out saying like, oh my god, if someone hacks an account, it's gonna be so bad. But it's not even that bad. All that happens is you disappear from the platform, but you can come back super quickly. And if anything, it's kind of funny. Like imagine your friend just seeing you disappear from the platform one day, it could spook some people out. And in general, just an interesting new Roblox update. And like I said, I deleted my entire account over this. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't know why I did my main account. It seemed kind of risky, but I mean, I did it and I'm fine now. But pretty cool and pretty interesting new Roblox feature. And like I said, Roblox made it pretty easy to get it back, so it's not that big of a deal with hackers and stuff like that. But anyways, with that being said, our next story of one of the best Roblox updates ever got released recently. At least that's what the community is saying. So for literally years now, if I had a penny for any time someone asked for this Roblox update, I'd be rich. It's the FPS Unlocker update. People have been begging Roblox for FPS Unlocker or just some sort of FPS update, and it's been dead silent. If you guys aren't aware, Roblox is capped at FPS, and the only way to go around it is to use third-party extensions and stuff like that, which ends up being very annoying for a lot of people. And I'm pretty sure FPS just helps with like performance and stuff like that, so a lot of people would have like an insane PC, but they can't even use it to the best of their ability just because, it's capped at high FPS or low FPS. But luckily, after all these years, as you can see here, Roblox is saying that you can now natively adjust your maximum frame rate on Roblox to be 60, 120, 144, or 244 frames per second without using third-party programs, desktop devices only. So yeah, it's finally here. And this update did get leaked recently, but nothing was fully confirmed, and it was kind of slowly rolling out to some people, so we didn't know if it was like a test or not. But luckily, Roblox did go forward with the update, and it is rolling out to people now, and you should be able to have it soon. And everyone's freaking out over this right now. It's like super hype in the community right now. A lot of people are calling it one of the best updates Roblox ever did. And as we can see here, KreekCraft was really hyping this up, and he responded one day also saying that I talked to the engineer that did this last night. It's actually just one dude made the entire update. I'll keep it honest, so shout out to the Roblox engineer dude. I sent him a pizza too. So yeah, pretty insane that one person made this update that made so much people happy. But overall, in general, very good update from Roblox, and I feel like they're on a kind of good streak right now. But anyways, with that being said, let's get to our next story of Ice Spice joining Roblox. Yes, that is a real thing. I don't know how, but it is. Once again, I'm pretty sure this was leaked recently, and I didn't talk about it, so I don't know if it was real or not, but it is real. And as you can see here, RB's News tweet saying that Ice Spice has arrived on Roblox with our own experience, Munchland. I never thought in my life I'd ever say that sentence, but here we are. Now, the game is very interesting to say the least. It's very weird, and just, I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna play a little bit of this video, just so you guys get an understanding of what I mean. Yeah, as you can see, I don't really have much words to say. I guess some people are going to enjoy this event, but me personally, I do not understand this at all. I think this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen on Roblox in a while. But I know some people are actually excited by this, and they're a fan of the artist. I mean, I'm not personally, but I know a lot of you probably are. But yeah, in general, one of the weirdest stories I'll probably ever talk about, and one of the most random crossovers I've ever seen. The game is also just a complete mess. To be honest, there's literally no need for this collaboration, but here we are. And anyways, with that being said, it's our next story of Roblox doing this once again, which is getting completely out of hand. As you can see here, Lucas tweeted out saying that hats now too. And if you're wondering what he means, like a week ago now, face accessories hit a high of 95 Robux minimum. They have to be 95 Robux, the cheapest, which is pretty insane. And now, the hats also went up to 95 Robux, which is pretty insane. And this keeps happening, and it's getting super expensive now. I really wonder what the cap is for Roblox, or even if there is a limit, because it seems to just be getting higher and higher, with like no limit if there's a higher demand. Which once again, if you guys aren't aware, this is all happening because Roblox's price wars are dynamic now. meaning that if there's a demand for an item, like a section of item, that whole section goes up like for the minimum price. So if a bunch of people are buying hats, the hat price minimum is going to go up, and so on and so forth for every category. And as we can see here, it's getting out of hand because hats went from being super cheap to now 95 minimum. Super expensive now, and it's only going to keep getting worse, it seems like. Pretty horrible from Roblox, and they really need to stop doing this because it's getting way out of hand. But anyways, with that being said, our next story of a pretty interesting new Roblox avatar update, I guess. So recently we have seen a shift in Roblox for the avatars, and they have been doing some different stuff. Like if you guys remember, they had the skin tone thing where you can now select any color for a skin tone, which was really good, and a lot of people were very excited by that. But it seems like they stepped it up even further. As we can see here, apparently there's a feature where it looks like this now, and you can select every part individually, and I think it's the same thing where you can select any color in Roblox now. There's a whole color palette, and I think there's a color picker too. It's pretty insane and pretty in-depth, and once again it makes everything easier. Now with that being said, I know a lot of people have been saying that this is official, but I know there's some debate out there from some people saying it's only an extension, but from what I'm seeing, a lot of people are getting this update now, so it might not be an extension. And if that is true, this is a very insane update and very good. The whole like infinite color thing was already pretty cool, but now in this format and stuff like that, it just makes everything so much easier and way more customizable. So a very good update from Roblox, I can't even lie. Besides like the whole things getting more expensive thing, Roblox has been on a very good streak. Like straight up, everything's been really good so far. Ever since the event, which besides it being kind of mid, everything's been pretty decent from Roblox. I feel like they're back on a pretty good streak, and hopefully they keep this up. But anyways, with that being said, our next story of Roblox Bloxburg finally might be getting free after all these years. So Bloxburg here tweeted us saying that free up your calendars, and he said June 15th something's gonna happen. And everyone's thinking this is the day that Roblox Bloxburg will finally go free for a number of reasons. I mean, firstly, they said free up your calendars. I feel like they use that word on purpose. I mean, free up your calendar is something people say, but in this scenario, it feels like that was very chosen. You know, they had to say free somehow. But not only just that, as you can see in the background here, even though it looks just like a pattern, if you look closely, it's actually the Roblox logo being like crossed out. Once again, kind of implying like no more Robux, making the game free. And if you guys remember, recently Bloxburg uploaded a video literally talking about this, how they say that for the future of the game, they want to make it free. And it seems like that future is now, because in about 2 weeks or now so, it seems like Bloxburg might actually be free, which is pretty insane. The fact that Bloxburg has remained one of the biggest games on the platform for this long, and it's cost like 15 Robux, it's pretty wild. And now the fact that it might be free, I wonder how big the game's gonna get. But also it's pretty cool just that people have been waiting so long to play this game can finally play for free now. But also with that being said, if you guys remember, last time Bloxburg announced they're gonna go free, there's actually a drama in the community of people saying that don't make it free. Because a lot of people in the game who pay for the game now actually enjoy it being paid just because it limits people from hacking and stuff like that. So true Bloxburg fans actually don't seem to want the game to get free. However, general Roblox fans obviously want the game to get free so they can play it. So Bloxburg is kind of in a tough position, but as we can see here, it seems like they are going to make it free potentially. Now that's not confirmed, but everything about this tweet kind of hints towards that being, you know, true, so I guess we have to wait and see. And anyways, with that being said, our last story, something I actually forgot to talk about, of that being a Roblox game finally coming back after all these years. So after all these years, Roblox Piggy's finally officially back. Minitoon and, you know, the people behind Piggy posted a new trailer, and in the tweet, Minitoon says Piggy's newly discovered book. Now I know this might be confusing to a lot of people, especially if you don't play Piggy, so let me kind of break down what's going on here. So basically, Roblox Piggy has different books, and each book contains chapters which convey the story. Book 1 is more of classic Piggy, book 2 is more modern Piggy, and a few years ago Piggy actually ended because Minitoon said that there's no more story to tell and book 2 is going to be the end of Piggy, and they're actually going to continue the story in the new game. And the new game's been in development ever since and stuff like that. So a lot of people just deem Piggy dead and over, you know, which wasn't a bad thing. It told a story and it did a good job. However, with that being said, out of nowhere, it seems like Minitoon kind of changed his mind, and instead of ending on book 2, he might do potentially a book 3, meaning that Roblox Piggy is officially back. Now they might do it in the new game and stuff like that, or maybe in the main game, but in general, pretty insane. After all these years, Roblox Piggy is back, and it seems like bigger than ever. And with that being said, if you enjoyed, check this video to find out something amazing Roblox did recently, and I'll see you in the next one.